we are here right now.
Hey. I mean, if I'm not fucking something up, it's not us, okay?
It wouldn't be Dad Bod Dnd if we didn't have something messed up.
Yeah. Specifically with me.
Everybody who may be in the chat, welcome to Dad Bod Dnd. We're doing a special episode for Kylie's Session 0 real quick. Kylie, tell me a little bit about your Waterdeep character.
Makani Wyndfell is a cleric. Her mom is a cleric who works for the richer people who own and bet on gladiators. And her mom is very sought after. She's a very established, kind of famous cleric because of her healing abilities. Makani has healing abilities, but she's a Tempest cleric. So she also has like environment abilities, I guess I should say. Do you want me to get into her whole background? Like, how much of it do you want me to get into?
Whatever. So, yeah, this would be a perfect time for your character backstory. Whatever you want to let the audience know, and then whatever you want to have come out organically, just leave that to yourself.
Okay. When she was in her early 20s, they were at the gladiator pits. She was very, very close to her mom. Her dad wasn't in the picture, and her mom had her help start taking a bigger role in curing and helping heal these gladiators. And then one night her mom sent her off and to go help heal another gladiator. I'm mumbling because I was not ready for this. Anyways, to heal another gladiator. When she came back, her mother was murdered, and her mother tried to hide some of her extra cleric abilities because her mother didn't want her to become a gladiator, but all her abilities kind of exploded within her, I guess you could say, and she kind of blew up, essentially, the apartment complex that they were living in, and she took off, and she's now on a search to find a way to try to bring her mother back to life.
Okay. So what is the physical appearance of Makani?
She can change her appearance. She's an Eldrin. Am I saying that correctly? Eladrin cleric. So she can change it based on the seasons. Right now, she has very like gray colored hair. She is matching her appearance to the weather. She has gray hair, very like whitish colored skin right now, very soft gray freckles, light blue eyes. She wears a lot of jewelry because her mom did have a lot of riches. So she wears a lot of jewelry. Her clothes are practical, but still obviously very nice.
What brings Makani to Waterdeep?
She really is lost right now and trying to find a way to heal her mom. That's her main, or to bring her mom back to life. She wants to learn more about her cleric abilities. She didn't really have anybody besides her mother who focused on the life domain, to teach her about her abilities. So she's still learning a lot about that. She's still learning a lot about herself. She doesn't really have any leads on what she can do right now to bring her mom back. So she's just wandering in the world lost right now, essentially. And she just happened to come to Waterdeep because it's the biggest city, and she's not sure if she can find a lead there.
Okay, good deal. What traits would define Makani?
She's kind, but it takes her a little while to really trust somebody. She lost a lot of happiness when her mother passed away, and she's searching for it again. But right now, she links her happiness to her mother. She's really focused on her own life right now, so she's not really out to help a lot of people like you would imagine a typical cleric to be.
Okay. And so that may obviously lead into the very next question. What are Makani's flaws?
That she doesn't trust people. Her mom, she believes that there was a hit out on her mom. So she knows that there's a lot of bad in the world. She is kind of naive in the fact that her mom's essentially, like I said before, been paid with a lot of riches. So she's never really been without. She's never had to, she has to work for things, but she's never been troubled essentially to pay for anything or to find answers that she needed, other than since she's been searching with her mom.
Perfect. What do you want to achieve with this character in the campaign? Like, what are your goals? What do you want to see happen?
Well, without giving too much away, I want to see her evolve and find happiness that's not linked to her mother, find friendships, but also, there's a good chance that she might not find a way to bring back her mom, and kind of find some closure in that.
So what would happen if you couldn't find a way to bring back your mom? How would that change Makani?
Hopefully, well, right at the moment, that's not an option for her. Hopefully she grows enough that she can accept death and accept the past for what it is and lessons her mom's already taught her, and learn to stand on her own feet and become her own person. Sorry, when I think really hard, by the way, I look off into space. I do that at work too, and I can see the screen, and I'm like, oh, I'm looking up at the corner. I feel like this is like an exam to get into college too.
Yeah, you need to deal with it or you're in trouble. So last question for Makani is, what pitfalls do you want to avoid with this character, or to make this character successful from I don't want it to be not from a overall revive your mother quest, but from a just, you think it was a fun character. We've had Willow, who we all know was set up for a one shot and got turned into a long campaign. But what would make Makani a successful, fun character for you?
So I've always played the fun-loving, funny, easygoing character. I kind of want Makani to start out as pretty serious, pretty driven, just not as happy-go-lucky as pretty much every other character I've ever played. So that's going to be a challenge for me starting out. And obviously I do want her to grow, but I don't want it just fall into my habits of role playing where everything's a joke, and not everything's a joke in a bad way, but that's just kind of my character's personalities I've always played. So I want to make sure that I'm not falling into that per se right off the bat when she's still driven on this quest that's pretty serious for her.
I like it. What about long term? So short term, you don't want to fall into the norm. What is your long term goal with this character?
What's my long term goal with this character? I don't know. I haven't really thought about a long term goal for her. I'm excited to kind of see where she goes organically, and for me personally, just to learn more about role playing with her and more about the game.
I like it.
Like it a lot.
So that's really all the questions I had for you. Were there any questions for me in the upcoming Waterdeep campaign?
Did anybody else ask questions?
One thing I will say is the game starts in the Yawning Portal. So think of a reason why you're there. So that is roughly the overview of Waterdeep. Do you have any questions?
I don't think I do right now.
Perfect. So
no questions, sir.
We're going to go ahead and bring it back to everybody. So if you're naked on this stream, please put your shirts on.